Welcome, marketing chefs. I've got something truly special cooking in the Omni-Channel oven today. How can businesses begin to plan for integrated supply chains? Up next in the Marketing Kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen, the Marketing Kitchen. Hi, I'm Ron Vining, your host of MarketingKitchenTV. Thank you for your question. If you'd like me to answer a question here on MarketingKitchenTV, all you need to do is go to the @MarketingKitchenTV on Twitter, use the hashtag Q&A, and I will answer your questions here. Here's a question about supply chain. Integrated supply chains can help firms be flexible with demand and increase profits. According to SC Brain, even the healthcare sector has reaped these benefits. And here's the question: how can businesses begin to plan for integrating their supply chain? It's an interesting question and is really company specific. It's difficult for me to hypothesize one company versus another because the company's size, existing architecture, legacy hardware, software, amount of locations where things are manufactured, warehouse, what their supply chain looks like, what their team is like. There's so many different factors in that, so it's very difficult to give a holistic answer. The question is pretty much all-encompassing. Without having all of those details, it's hard to really answer it. Trying to answer your question, I will certainly do so, understanding the caveat that I just mentioned. How can businesses begin to plan for integrating their supply chain? What I would first do is I wouldn't go it alone. I would bring in an outside consultant who specializes in supply chain management. I would talk with my vendor. So perhaps you already have an SC vendor that you've been working with. They can advise you on the latest and greatest technology. I would encourage, if you're looking to fully integrate and do something big and new, to bring in other vendors to ask for quotations. When they're quoting, have them consult you a bit. They should know their products. They should, that's the caveat. But any good salesperson in that particular space, somebody from SAP, somebody from Oracle, they should know the ins and outs to be able to guide you, to consult you, at least to give you some clear information. And I would outsource, I'd bring somebody in who specializes in that. That would be a way to begin that particular process. These systems are expensive, certainly going to be a procurement process, probably going to be a buying center, again, depending upon the size of your organization that's going to meet to discuss and review all of this, because that's a big decision to make. The best way to get started, the first thing I would do, I would turn to the internet. I'd do some research. I would then find some things to read about it. I may bring in an outside consultant, only after first talking to all the big players, having their salespeople, hopefully not just their pitches, giving you information to help guide you in the way. And another thing that you could do is, I don't think a competitor would be interested in helping you. You could find someone that has a life-size business who is in a similar market situation, particular region. They're global as well, or they're local, or they're a regional player. And you could ask them who they use for advice to understand what might work for you, being a similar sized organization, but yet understanding you're in a different industry. One of the things that Steve Jobs said, that you should always look to the best people in other sectors and see what you can adapt or adopt to your particular business. Just a tip that I would leave with you. Fascinating question. Thank you. Thank you for your question. If you'd like me to answer a question here on MarketingKitchenTV, all you need to do is go to the @MarketingKitchenTV on Twitter, use the hashtag Q&A, and I will answer your questions here. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember, there's always fresh content simmering on our storytelling stovetop. So whatever happens in this kitchen shouldn't stay in this marketing kitchen. I'm Ron Vining, your host, reminding you to invite your family and friends to the next episode of Marketing Kitchen TV.